Good morning, everybody, and happy Friday. Oh my goodness, it's Friday already. Wow, what a short week that was. Holy smokes. Well, if you're with me here in the Discord or in the YouTube chat, go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. We have Julius, Scott, Broken Butterfly, Kenko, Big Sky, Futures trading today, Rhett Decline, SW, Angus, John, Kenny, Spaztrick, Nick's Hound. Good morning to Mark, VJA Trades. Good morning. How you doing out there? Good morning to you, Gary Webb, Yesy, Hindsight King, Worthless Man, Daniel, Backup Yoko, Lance, Trading Beast, Alexandre, Neovec, Ron Gray's Maverick G, Tommy Ray, Bullshark, Richard Harris, McNasty, Gene. Good morning, Brooklyn, George, Audie, P. Rax. Good morning, Billy, Scotty, Pat, C, Dr. VJ, Jesse, James, Souza, Kirkpatrick, Travis, Currandula, Joey, Manny. Good morning, Adam, G-Lines. Hello. Good morning, everybody. PB, DA, Jordy. Hey, what's up, Tron, Big Mac, Bird, HD, Gary, Sadek, Trade It. How we all doing this morning? Broken Butterfly, good morning. How's everybody doing? Does anybody have any trades on out there? I know that I don't. Right now here, just full transparency. $0 today. Nothing traded for me so far today. But did anybody catch, I mean, this is some volatile price action so far. We are kind of chopping perfectly between these these Clubhouse levels are insane right now. But yeah, just bouncing right here at that 987 level, of course, as you do. Anybody have any trades on here? Currandula says shorting up $500. There we go. Sir Noodles, good morning to you. Good morning, Flyer Jim. Ron's, how you doing? Ron's Funk. Do I trade with a tick chart? No, not anymore. I just trade with Bookmap. And if I want to turn it into a tick chart, I can essentially just, zoom in like that and I can kind of see it tick by tick. But no, not currently. I just trade with Bookmap. Bookmap, I trade with a 15-minute bar chart, 5-minute bar chart, and then over here, what you see is the 30-second chart. But this is over. I'm not even looking at this chart. This is over. This is the stream output. So this is kind of what you folks can see. And the reason why is so you can see each and every single one of my executions when I do execute there. So no trades, but have traded. Okay, all right. Caught this pre-market move for 5 times. Wow, there you go. Up 5 G's right there. Nice work, Ron's Funk. Nice. Good morning, Ferrari Phil. Plus 600 from the 6 a.m. rejection of VWAP and settlement. There you go. Yeah, good old Bookmap. Good morning, Nick for a tick. Give it up for Nick for a tick here in the YouTube chat, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, and welcome, Mr. Nick for a tick. Any trades for you, Mr. Nick for a tick? Still clawing out of a drawdown, but I'm up $500. There you go. Hey, that's nice. Poor PMIs this side of the Atlantic this morning. Yep, we're going to have some news out today. So, folks, if you didn't know, well, first of all, let's kick it off right. Let's get some lucky likes going here. The more you like the video, the more often you like the video, I think the better that you do as a trader. I don't know why I believe that, but it's just a hunch that I have. We do get the preliminary S&P Global PMI for June. That's going to be out today. 15 minutes after the New York Open. So that's going to be happening at 9:45 Eastern Time, 8:45 Central Time. So that's going to be out. That's the S&P Global Manufacturer PMI, Services PMI, Global Composite PMI. That's going to give us a little bit of temperature of things that are going on. But I think the star of the show today is the fact that it is triple witching Friday. It used to be quad witching, this is a while ago, but now it's triple witching because there's no individual stock future options, I believe. Individual stock options futures, whichever one they don't have anymore. But now it's just triple witching. So we have all of the options expiring today, and that should create some volatility. Now, people always ask, on a triple witching Friday, does that usually mean that things are going to get kooky and wild and crazy? Well, not necessarily, right? If you're looking at the index futures, most people have rolled out of the contracts already. So let me have a little gander here. Let's see what's going on with the volume in the NASI fresh. Let's see here. So in the June contract, wow. So there's still 82,000 open interest in the June contracts here. 243,000 now in the September, so it's nice and cozy in the September contracts for the NQ, at least. The NQ is what I'm looking at over here. So 82,000 players remain, or contracts remain open as of close yesterday. That's Thursday. Today is Friday the 21st, and we are going to see that contract expiring. So if you don't get out of that contract, you're going to go down with the ship. So, yeah, it's a good time to roll if you haven't already, if you're trading real money. Yeah, just definitely make sure that you're watching the options contracts today, because all of the monthly options contracts are expiring too. Triple witching only comes 4 times a year. This is why it's a very special event. So when all of these contracts are expiring, you have option expiry Fridays. Every third Friday of the month is the monthly options, but only 4 times a year do you get this triple witching, where you have the confluence of all of these different contracts expiring sort of on the same date. And so for that reason, it can create a different environment of trade. So what you're going to be watching out for today is watching the volume, but also watching the options chain as well to see if there's an influx of volume in contracts there. So you could be watching SPX options, NDX options, SPY, Triple Q. Those are also going to be very interesting. Also watching like the monthlies on NVIDIA, Apple, Microsoft, Meta, Tesla, NVIDIA. I think I said NVIDIA twice, but there you have it. It's worth a second mention. So yeah, just make sure that you're paying attention today, because today is a day where you can get your face absolutely mauled and ripped off. So just be careful. Just be very, very careful there. Original Jeff says, how did you learn to walk away in the green? I don't have a huge problem making green. I have a problem walking away with it. Was up 600 in XFA, ended at minus 1,000. Well, you can do it in a couple different ways. It's time and experience in the market. You learn just to not care as much. When you're first becoming profitable as a trader, you care very much about it, and you want to keep pushing it. And even when you're not consistently profitable, that's one of the things that you're pushing for, of course. But, you spend enough time in the market, it becomes less and less of an event. And you can do it with a couple different ways. You can either set a profit target for yourself, which I personally don't really like to do because it limits your upside. Or you can keep a very detailed emotional journal of yourself, and that way you can kind of figure out when you have the emotional capital to continue trading, mental capital, emotional capital to continue trading. And if you don't, you can just stop trading. So if you don't have a lot of mental capital remaining, it's usually just a good time to call it quits. Also, if you're kind of waffling in between, you're not sure if you have mental capital or not, you can just say, I'm going to give it one more loss. If I have one more loss, then I'm pretty much done for the day there. So yeah, that's how I would look at it there. But yeah, sorry to hear that you were up 600 and gave back 1,000. It's very common. People have hungry eyes, and also people don't know when to quit, in the sense that if you have that loss, you kind of start chasing that and say, well, I was up $600. Maybe you took a 200 loss. And now you're saying, oh, I'm only up $400, but you'd rather be up $1 than down $1,000, or even down 500 than down $1,000. So anything's better than being down, and you don't really realize that until the hangover kind of takes hold of you, and you're like, shoot, I can't believe that I'm sitting here and I could have just stopped. And even if I was up $1, I'd feel a lot better than this right now. So, it's a lot of those things of just having experience in the market here. I'm still dealing with allergies over here. I took an allergy pill about, hour and a half ago, and it still hasn't kicked in, but yeah. On average, just get an idea. How long does it take you rips to pass a 150K combine? About 9 days. 9 days is my average. I don't know what we're on right now. Let's see. This one is $1,600 away from passing. And that was a June 6th. So we are talking about 1/6. So this will be trading day number 11. So yeah, on average, it's about 11 trading days for me on average. That's usually my sweet spot. 9 to 15 days, somewhere in there, but like 9 days on average. So yeah, there you go. Passed another combine today, just telling myself, what will Rips do 2 in a row? Hey, there you go. Nice job. Give it up for Run DMC7P1. Good job, buddy. There you go. That's awesome. So, what I'd say is take it slow. If you're not used to copying a lot of accounts concurrently, then I'd say just trade them one at a time and don't do anything too crazy. Why 9 days? Why not 9 days is my question to you, Original Jeff. 9 days is my average. If you ask somebody, hey, what is your average, what is the average amount of time that you spend jacking around at work? Most people are going to say about 3 hours, and you go and say, hey, I'm the Original Jeff. Why 3 hours? Well, because that's somebody's average. I don't know what to tell you. That's the data, and that's what the data says is it's about 9 days. That's my average time to pass. That's my average time to pass combines, 150K combines. There you go. I don't know why it's 9. I'm surprised there are not any AI traders out there, or if there is, we just don't know. I mean, there's tons of AI traders there. Do you shoot for 1,000 or so and quit? No, I don't. It just ends up being my average because, some days I'll make $2,000 in the account. Some days I'll lose $3,000 in the account. Some days I'll make $3,000 in the account. Just on average, out of all the combines that I've traded in my short time on Top Step, because remember, I only started trading on Top Step. I'm going to have a year under my belt in Top Step, I think, next month. I think I started trading last July. Hey, what's up, Market Stalker D? Give it up. Give it up for Market Stalker D. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know why it's my average. Somebody asked me that, so I calculated it, and I found out that my average is just around 9 days. I don't have like profit targets or anything like that. I trade until I can't trade anymore. And that comes from, is the market setting up for my setups? If the answer is no, I'm not going to trade anymore. Is my mental capital shot? Well, no, then I'm going to continue trading. If it is shot, then I'm going to stop for the day. It's just all of these things. It's never like, oh, I hit 1,000, I'm going to lock it up here. And even though the market's setting up and I still feel like I can trade, that's what it comes down to. It's time and experience in the market. There's no fast cheat codes to this. There's no shortcuts, nothing like that. Nick Vertick says, I passed them in 2 days. I passed them in 10. Exactly. Yeah. And I passed accounts in 2 days, of course. I think my longest one was probably like 24 days or 25 days, something ridiculous, right? Like just over a month, because I believe that there was, in that month, it was a shorter month. There was like 18, 19 trading days that month, and I think it took me about 2 months to pass that one. So it all varies, it all changes, it all depends on, if you're rushing things, it usually doesn't work out. And if you just don't give a flip, you don't really care, you'll pass it when you pass it. That's really how it goes there. Current Dealer says, hello, D, my favorite trader. Yep, Market Stalker D in the building here. There we go. Hey, Rips, how long have you been using Bookmap and you're satisfied with it? I've been using it for a very long time. I believe I started using it in 2017 or 2018. I have to go check my receipts, but something like 2017, 2018. It's been a long time that I've been using it, and I am very satisfied with it. However, I will say that a lot of people who use Bookmap or try to use Bookmap, they give it like a week and they're like, why did I spend money on this thing? A lot of people do not like it. And I'm not going to blindly endorse something and say, hey, yeah, if you get Bookmap, you're going to be a rock star trader. You're going to be able to read order flow. It's so simple. What are you thinking? No, not like that at all. It's a tool. And for some people, some tools work great. There's some people out there that are really good at snowboarding and they're garbage at surfing. Some people are really good at soccer, but garbage at football. Some people are really, really good at boxing, but not good at other things, right? Everybody's different. So what works for me may never work for you, and what works for you may never work for me. So is Bookmap the end all be all? Probably not. It's great for me because it plugs into my brain in the way that I was reading order flow and the way that I was reading charts. It plugs in for me that way, and it does really, really well for the way that I perceive the market. Because the biggest thing for me was that I had to offload less things from my memory and my short-term memory, and it allowed me to clear up that space, and it allowed me to process information faster. So that's the thing that I noticed when I started using it, was it allowed me to process more information quicker. So that's the reason why I use it, and that's the reason why I love it there. If you are passing in a day or two, which I have, you are definitely over leveraging. Sure, or ready for it, the market's giving us a lot of points that day. You don't necessarily have to be over leveraging. I mean, you can make $4,500 on 2 contracts if the market's sitting there and giving it to you. Let's be honest with ourselves. So did I miss? Hey, Cammy Capital, what's up, buddy? How you doing there? I missed you, buddy. I'm sorry. Cammy Capital, live and direct here in the chat. What's up, Cammy? How you doing this morning? Sorry I missed you. I got to fix that here, actually. Where are you? Where is the old thing? There it is. And boom, you are, wait for it. And now you're blue. I'm always going to see you, Cammy Capital. Give it up for Cammy. How you doing there, buddy? Ribs, can you explain liquidity to me like I'm 5? Well, I mean, what's the question about it? It's just the amount of contracts that are kind of sitting there or entering the market or being traded. Liquidity is the juice that moves the market. I mean, it's the stuff, it's the things. I don't know how to explain to you like you're 5. It's the it's the amount of contracts that are being traded and facilitated into a trade. So that's liquidity, I guess, explained to a 5-year-old. It's the amount of things being traded, the stuff. It's the juice. For the first time in 2 years, I took this last week off, been struggling lately, and now I'm refreshed and ready to hit it today with a renewed passion. There you go, JK. Just remember, I mean, it's Triple Witching Friday. This is a very difficult session to trade. So Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Our juice for the morning is coming in 15 minutes. Well, I don't know about that. It's only some Canadian data, so I really wouldn't, unless I'm missing something. Is there some news that I'm missing that's supposed to be coming out here? Yeah, I mean, it's all Canadian data, so, you know, America's top hat is going to be reporting some data there. Will there be any things on Top Step Live today? I mean, fire drill. Probably not. And I think that they have a rule, Bassett, and this is for you and you alone. Every single time that somebody asks that if there's a fire drill or if there's a free reset, they reset their actual counter because they were going to give it. I actually had a conversation with MP about this. He says, every single day, we will absolutely give away free accounts, free discounts, 100% off 150K accounts. He said this to me. He said, but the moment that somebody in chat asks for a free reset or a discount or a fire drill, they add 5 minutes to that clock. And so every day people go in chat and they start adding 5 minutes to that clock and 5 minutes to that clock. And so then they don't give away anything for free. So it's crazy. If nobody asked for it in chat, then absolutely 100% of the time it'd go out every single day. The problem is just everybody in chat is asking for it. So yeah, it's unfortunate. If nobody asked about free resets or fire drills, then I think you folks would get them every single day. It's crazy. Yeah, there you go. Just ask every 5 minutes to ensure that nobody ever gets a fire drill. There you go. Hi, Ribs. How much did you make yester on the DEP? So yester on the DEP, I made $5,000, just shy of $5,000 in my combines. I didn't trade any of my funded accounts, so just on my combines there. Ribs, 20K subscribers, feet cam coming. Yes, how did you know? That was my surprise. I was going to reveal later in the day. So yeah, that is going to be coming at 20,000 subs. We are very, very close. By the way, if you are not subbed to the channel already, make sure you are subscribed here. We are bouncing off those 980s again. Is anybody still short in this market here? Because it's looking like it kind of wants to shift here. It did make a lower low, but it is looking like it's gathered a little bit of liquidity down there at the bottom. But there you go. Why not ban the words free reset fire drill from the chat? I think it's fun, you know. I'm just kidding about the whole MP thing. I guess that sarcasm was very lost on everybody. But yeah, I mean, I have no control over fire drills or free resets. All I know is that I give away free combines on this channel here. And the only way that I give away free combines is if we get those likes up. So if you're one of those people who just comes here for the free stuff, all you have to do is smash the like button, tell your friends to come by, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we give away a bunch of combines and stuff. The more likes I get, the more combines I give away. It's very, very simple there. Bet Dakota's still short. I would hope so. Let's see here. He was, I forget what his average was. Did anybody know what his average was? Because I want to say that because he did slow markets thusly, right? And this is the valley where he was up like, wasn't his average like in the, I want to say is like the 60s or something? 68, thank you. So yeah, he might have taken about $12,000 worth of heat, and I don't know what his max daily loss limit is, but if it's over 12,000, then he absolutely got smacked right there, and that's super unfortunate. I'm hoping that he didn't get max lost on that, because what, it was 68 and it went to 82. Let me see if I can do some quick math here. 82, 68 times 30 times 20. Oh no, he's fine. So that's only $8,400 of heat. So there you go. He made more than $100,000 on options. He made $160,000 on options. Vastly different. That's 60% more than $100,000. So yeah, he made $160,000 trading options. And yeah, him and I actually talked about potentially doing an options webinar. That would be fun. But we traded options all last year here in the Clubhouse, and we switched over to futures. Options are crazy. They're very, very dangerous in the wrong hands, especially if you're trading zero DTEs. You can just wipe yourself out in a session, in an hour, in 5 minutes. It's very, very easy to wipe yourself out, especially folks who trade SPX for the first time. They get lucky. They'll never shake that feeling ever again, because you can have such wild swings in the SPX, especially if you don't know what you're doing there. So he's up 19,500 with a gold trade. Last I knew that he was in the NQ. He was short in the NQ there. Let's see here. People asking for fire drill constantly, must be short on money and want freebies. I would assume so. That's what I would think. I mean, yeah, it's probably something like that. But if you want freebies, hit the like button. It's very simple. Let's see here. Hey, Ribs, I remember hearing they are going to add an indicator or something to Top Step X to automatically add the daily levels of charts. Do you know if they've done that already? I would assume that they have not, but I'm sure they're going to have something that will add like Hoag's levels to the charts and, you know, previous day high and low and all that. I'm sure there's an indicator that probably works with it already. So yeah, Dakota said he hit max loss last night. No. He hit max loss the day prior. So he was back in a trade for 30 contracts short. And that's the trade that he ended the stream with. He was up, somewhere between $15,000 and $20,000. So there you go. Wish I knew more about options. I mean, maybe you do, maybe you don't. Options, so when I used to mentor people last year doing options, I saw the ugly side of it where people don't have risk management. I mean, think about it. If people are in here begging for free resets and asking when's the next fire drill, they're blowing through combine accounts. Now, let's imagine instead of these combine accounts, these are $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 of real money. People don't have self-control when it comes to trading. I know that I didn't when I first started. It was very, very difficult for me to find self-control. And you just, I would just throw more money at the problem. That dug me deeper in a hole early on. So, people don't have a lot of self-control. People don't have good risk management, especially when they're starting to trade. So options can be very, very dangerous for people. And I would see people come in, think that they have a healthy account balance, like 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000. And then that's gone in like 3 or 4 days. And they sit back and they go, wait, what happened? And it's not because, they are taking bad plays. It's because they have terrible risk management and they go crazy. They're up like, let's say one day they make $10,000 or $20,000 and then the next day they blow $50,000. And it's like, you think because you made money so fast that it's always going to be like that. And in reality, maybe you didn't understand what was going on, or you had terrible risk management, or you got lucky. It's crazy. I mean, options are very, very crazy. I would say if you're newer to trading, stay the heck away from options, especially zero DTs, especially the SPX, especially SPY, triple Qs, NDX. Stay away from that stuff. It's very difficult. I mean, it's a completely different trading style too, because you're trading the volatility of something and you're trading the anticipation of a move, and that's the money that you're making. The way that I would momentum trade zero DTs is that I'm not necessarily looking for where the price is going to end up, but I'm looking for perks and volatility where the price might have a huge fluctuation or a snapback. For instance, let's look at book map here. Like, for instance, if I'm looking for calls, I'm looking to layer in as we're cratering down here, anticipating that we're going to bounce, because the moment we bounce and this volatility shifts back up to the top side, calls are going to start to catch a bid, and I want to be early into that as they're dropping down. But again, like if you're buying into this and then this breaks this level, you're going to be underwater in those contracts. So it's a very difficult, completely different style of trade versus like on futures. If you're buying here, you're not going to be out of being underwater until you're back here. In options, specifically zero DTEs, when you're momentum trading them, if you're buying here, there's a good chance you're going to be out of water, like right around this area in the price here. So layering heavy into it, anticipating that we're going to have a reversal, is the smartest way to trade it. It's a completely different style of trading. It's like riding a bicycle and juggling. It's two completely different things. It's entirely different. So it's a very difficult thing too, because you have to reframe the way that you're trading the markets. A lot of futures traders, they will never be able to trade options, momentum options effectively. And I'm only talking about zero DT contracts here and now. And again, it depends on like the time of day that you're trading them. If you're trading them in the first hour, if you're trading them towards the end of the day, if you're trading them midday, there's so many things that change with them, because you're up against a thing called theta, and that is indicative of what the option price is going to be at by the end of the day. I mean, it's very, very difficult to trade. And I would say for most people out there, they should probably lay off. So, and even if you're selling options, naked, put some clothes on. But if you're selling options naked, you can get completely wrecked. There's a lot of people who will sell options naked, and then all of a sudden they think it's the easiest money in the world. And then here comes a market event, and then all of a sudden they're completely wiped out, and they've been doing this for like 3 years, and then poof, one day they wake up and they're gone because of one bad morning. So it's just stay away from options. That's my best. Look, combines are $49. You can't hurt yourself with $49. If you can't hurt yourself with $49, go get your money up first before $49 really affects you. Go do something else. Go get a job. Go get some money. Get something where $49 isn't a lot of money to you. Then come back to the markets where $49 is not a big deal to you. It's a rip in the wind. And then trade combines on Top Step. That's straight up, like, that's my best advice to you. If $49 is a lot of money to you, you shouldn't be trading. I'm sorry to say it, but you just should not be trading. And if you think that you should be trading options because you see big numbers on the screen, you love it, and like blah, 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 you're probably gambling. You should stay away from it. So, yeah. They're usually $29 a month, at least twice a month on Top Step TV. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. But like I said, even if $49 is a lot of money to you, you should not be a trader. You should be doing something else, getting your money up otherwise. I mean, honestly, it's crazy. It's you should never be trading with $49 is a lot to you. It's desperation, and you're not going to be able to focus on things, and you're hoping that you get lucky, and this is going to be my savior. It's going to get me out of my situation. That's crazy. That's nuts. Current says, I traded options 3 years ago. After S months, I was down 10,000. Yeah, that sounds about right. Good morning, Rips. Do you have any idea how long will be the Philippines banned from Top Step? I have no idea. I didn't even know that Philippines were banned from Top Step. But it's probably a CFTC thing, I would assume. But yeah, I have absolutely no idea. Actually, $200 because you need to pay for activation. Well, maybe you want to just pass a combine and look at it, $20 combines are crazy. I stacked 3 in my account. Yeah, what about the $4.50 ones? Those are even crazier there. Hey, Rips, I have a fire drill code to lock in 5 150K accounts for $129 each that expires Sunday. I'm willing to give it away once we hit the likes count. Yeah, they fixed all the coupon codes. Now they're all tied to your account specifically. So even if you did want to give it out, you can't. But I do appreciate that, July Peppers, very much. I do appreciate the effort there. Trader J says, I lost 60K trading options. Yeah, it's not an easy thing here. All right, so we have the data coming out in less than 3 minutes. Let's see if we can catch any trades on this. Market is still kind of holding this downtrend. Let's see if we can catch anything at all on this sprint. I'm not thinking that we will. I don't really have hungry eyes today, obviously. But yeah, everybody got the same code. That's exactly right. I've spent 17K on combines. Wow, that's expensive. Learning to trade. I've made it all back in 4 months. There you go, Ronnie. Nice. And I'm assuming that, 17K wasn't like a make or break thing to you. You probably had $17,000 worth of disposable money to just, whatever. If you didn't, thank goodness. Don't mess with options too much, shady stuff. I mean, it's a different trade, and it's very difficult. Most people, they just don't have the skill to be able to do it. It's very, very difficult. It's a tremendously difficult thing. There's a lot less to worry about when you're trading futures. I was from day one. I never looked at the chart before. That's awesome. Congrats. Hey, even if you can afford 3K a month for it, stay away from options, hunker down. Yeah, exactly right, Casey. Yeah, futures combines are the way to go. 100%. All right, less than 2 minutes here. Why pay a lot of money for real-time data at CME? I'm missing the question there. I don't get it. Why pay a lot of money for real-time data at CME? You got me. Market Club, I took all the money I got from Forex prop firms and dumped it into Top Step because I already had a good job as a software developer. There you go. I still have nightmares about how much money I lost playing options. That's terrifying. You probably have some PTSD from it as well. A lot of traders out there have PTSD from bad trades and things like that. It just takes time to get over it. I had like 3 weeks of terror from my biggest L of all time. It was the worst thing ever. We talked about that before. VRPX. Small caps, good times. Getting ripped to the face. Horrible. Seen an old man say, if you trade futures, you have no future. If you trade options, you have the option in your life. Maybe they're a professional options trader, but that's kind of silly. Plenty of successful futures traders out there. Just lost 10K on SPY. Yeah, that sounds about right. Welcome to options. Let's see what happens with this Canadian data here. Don't you love when your mod messages you 5 seconds before a print? Isn't that always so fun? 5 seconds before a newsprint. Mod is just blowing me up right now. Hey, Rips! It's like, are you watching the stream? I'm so confused. And no reaction so far. Perfect timing. Your mom calls you rip. Nope, just yours, Gary. Why is everyone beating on options? Options are great if you learn from it, just like futures. You're only good if you put the time and effort in learning them. I agree, 100%. Is the 9:45 a.m. news going to move it much? I think so. Yeah, the PMI is. I think so. Mods, not mom. I said mods. MODS, mods. My chat mods. Not my mom. Yeah, my mom's hitting me up right now. Hey, honey, I'm rolling out of the grave here. Just wanted to say what's up. Oh, goodness. Margin account, you do verticals. Cash account, you can't. It's rigged against you. You can do, yeah, I mean, multi-leg option strategies are great. It depends on who your brokerage is. I mean, just stay away from options is my best thing there. Stay away there. Bugatti's new car. Yeah, I saw that. The Tourbillon. It looks amazing. I love the steering wheel. That was the coolest thing. Steering wheel and the gauge cluster there. Yeah, I mean, it depends. Like if you have a good broker, they'll let you do a lot of things. You just have to have a good rapport with them, really. Tasty Trades is best for futures and stock options. I mean, you know what's funny is that I know how good Tasty Trades is, but I've never actually traded on them. I've never used them once for trading. But I know Sosnoff is the one who created Thinkorswim, and talented gentleman. What is my daily driver? I mean, I guess it depends on the day, doesn't it? I think I'm going to go to Cars and Coffee because they're starting to back up out here. Somebody sent me that. Cars and Coffee on Sunday. Maybe I'll post something for Sunday on Instagram there. Sport cars versus trucks. You know, I like sports cars personally. I mean, I don't know. Everybody's different. Everybody's different, right? Do you have any crypto holdings? Not anymore, no, but I was a buyer of Ethereum when it was like very cheap, single digits, and then double digits, and then triple digits. But single digits, I was one of those lucky people back in 2016, 2015. Was very, very lucky with Ethereum. How about the Cybertruck? Not a fan. I saw one in person like when they first came out, and I was shocked how small it actually was. It looks so much larger in the pictures. But yeah, I mean, you know, if you got a Cybertruck, great, fantastic. I'm a truck guy, but I want a nice two-seater for no dogs, kids, and wife. Yeah, there you go. I mean, I like sports cars. I like going fast. I like that. I like that feeling. I used to be much bigger into cars than I am now, but it still doesn't mean that that I still don't have a love for cars and still don't have a couple things hanging around here. Prius guy, I know macho. Yeah, Priuses are fine. You know what's funny? You know, hot take here. I actually like the that newest Prius. I like the body design on it. It's not too bad. I would never get one myself, but I like the body design. I think they did a good job on it. Looks nice. What did you do before being a trader? I built and sold brands. I was a brand specialist, I guess you could call it. I don't know, what would you call myself? Obviously entrepreneur, but building up brands and making those brands hit brands and then selling them. That's kind of my forte. I'm a brand builder. Not a brand ambassador, no. That's like a influencer. I'm a brand builder. I take brands, I build brands from scratch and I take them to the next level and I sell them once they're kind of sitting there. Cybertruck looks like a Matchbox car when I had a kid. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I have no problems with it. I think it's fine. We are perking on that news, by the way. We're not going to see any news until 15 minutes after the open here, so this is a good excuse to get those likes up here. Now we can do a poll at 500 likes. Let's see what we're at right now. Oops. We are currently at... Oh, we're only at 385 likes. Come on. Let's get more. We'll do this. I'll do 2 giveaways today. We'll do the first giveaway for a free Top Step Combine at 1,000 likes, and then we'll do a free month of Clubhouse at 1,100 likes, and then another free Top Step Combine at 1,200 likes. So There's 1,600 people in here watching. If everybody just all of a sudden liked the video, we'd be done. Party would be over. Simple as that. Hope Dakota hot take profit before that news. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, he's probably sleeping right now. Hopefully he had TPs in place there. As a professional brand aid. I've never had a boss. Never had a boss in my entire life. I've started companies and sold companies ever since I was younger. So never, ever, ever have I ever had a boss. Never worked for a single person in my life. So, hey, Ribs, how many likes do you need to have a free combine for everyone in chat? Well, if I could give that away, I would. I absolutely would. Hey, wait, hold on. Here we go. Dakota just messaged right now. Dakota, ladies and gentlemen, made 35,000. Wait, do you want me to spoil this? I already kind of did. Is it okay if I tell everybody in YouTube? Because I don't want to spoil it because you're going to be on fast markets. You tell me. It's your, I mean, this is your P&L. Okay, he made $35,540, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Coach Dakota.
Headshot. That's what we call a sack lunch.
That's Coach Dakota for you. Oh my goodness gracious. So that, I think that brings you out of the drawdown right there, doesn't that? I mean, whatever drawdown in air quotes, you're never in a drawdown. It's just like, I love that. Oh, I love it. You know, Dakota's not actually ever in a drawdown. It's just the market waiting to give him more profits. It's the market pulling back just indeed to give him more profits. So I've never seen Dakota actually in a drawdown ever. It's just the market taking a pause. It was his personal account? No, is that your live account or your personal account? Talk to me. Live, Top Step live account or personal account? I think it's your Top Step live account, right? Let the people know. Personal account or Top Step live account? Yeah, Top Step live account. There you go. So he made $35,540 in his Top Step live account. And because I know where people are going with this. Oh, no. See, that was in his personal account. And you know what? It's paper. It's not real. Well, guess what? It was in his Top Step live account. So now he's going to say, oh, look at this. And then the risk manager is going to be like, oh, shoot, I guess I guess he did it again. So, oh, goodness gracious. There you go. Yeah, he made, so what does that put you up in the last 24 hours? Over 200,000 there? I think over 200,000 bucks. Not a bad day for Dakota. Just a day in the life of Dakota there. 24,000 bucks, or $200,000 in 24 hours there. Yeah. 160,000 he made in his personal account. So yeah, just a casual $200,000 over 24 hours. By the way, I think Dakota said something about he might be going to Las Vegas. Yeah, give or take a couple ducats, right? Yeah, there you go. It's amazing how so detached Dakota is from making the money and more focused on just trading and how he doesn't overcomplicate his trading. See, there's something to be said about that, July Peppers. There's absolutely something to be said about that. Speaking of, I'm going to try a short here since we are rejecting here at these 20s. See if we can take this back underneath the 20,000 level here. I did like that rejection. So let's see if we can actually take this back to the downside here. Hey, good timing. See if we can get this down to that, reject these 10s a little bit. I mean, there was a big slam right then and there. See if we can get any of this to sell through these 10s now, because that's where I'd want to be taking this lower. We did have a little bit of a sell-off there, but I want to see continuation now. We have spotty liquidity that's below 20,000. I want to see if I can actually tag it or not. We are kind of bouncing up here, right back up, but let's see. Going back up towards these 20s. I think that might have been the only time that I had an opportunity to close it, but let's see. There's another rejection there at 16. Right under the VWAP. Watching here if we're going to fail this area or not. Adding another lot right there just in case. I want to see us through these 15s to the downside. Right now we're just kind of holding this push. I want to see another harsh rejection at those 20s. That was the very quick snap reduction down there at those 20,000 10s. Big little snap. Let's see if we get this 20 evens to reject. We are getting a little bully here. Let's see if we can reject this 20 area. A little bit of a perk here. Watching. Yeah, it's really starting to scoot up here. Yeah, they're squeezing this pretty heavily. I'm just waiting for one little relaxation in this order flow that I can actually tag this back down. So watching here. Right here at 25. Okay, adding right there for this pull on 20. Adding again. See this pull down through 15 here. Adding again. And right there, covering out. Boom. Sweet. So I just wanted that little relaxation in the price there. So that'll put us up on the day. $1,700. Not bad. And I need another Celsius. All right. Nice little relaxation there in the price. That's what we're looking for. Got a new flavor here, by the way. Ooh, there's the good stuff. This is... Check this out. This is watermelon lemonade. I've never seen this flavor before. Somebody recommended this to me on Twitter. And it is delicious. That is delicious. Mohammed Singh says, I like to fade rips just past my combine. Thank you. Nice work there, Mohammed. You just got banned for life. There's a matte black one on my street. Keep waiting for it to rust. It's ugly as hell. Which one? Which one there? Oh, the Cybertruck. There you go. So you're adding on the way back down to your original order, correct? Yes, I was adding to that, Billy Joe. That is correct. Oh, you got me. No, you got me. Oh, no, you faded me. Oh, no, what am I going to do? Much less harmful than the crap people eat every day, like they're always on cheat day. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I've been on one heck of a diet lately. Man, we are sending this back up. I've been on one heck of a diet lately. See, I've seen this 3x the daily cyanide, LOL Celsius. Yeah, that's, if you ever want to see what it's called, gosh, what's the technical term for it besides stupidity? But brand assassination or something like that. But it's like brand warfare. Do you really think that, like, if you, yes. So Coca-Cola has 1 times the allotted amount of regular cyanide in it because, you know, cyanide is something that people regularly consume. It's like, it's crazy. People will watch a TikTok video, and I've been sent this video like 50 times, and I'm always like, oh, cool, thanks for sending it to me. Cyanide is a poison, by the way. Cyanide is a poison. If you think that they're putting cyanide in things, then you're crazy. They put, there's, what is it, B12 is considered, like, has characteristics that are similar to the constructs of the chemical composure of cyanide. I think it's B12. Is it B12 in here? Yeah, so this has 6 micro somethings of B12. And it's like, can you imagine? Like, yes, the Celsius has 3 times the amount of regular cyanide in it. It's like, oh, that's awesome. Like, yeah, I feel like, you know, that air we're breathing has 3 times the amount of neurotoxins in it. It's like, yeah, it's B12. That's exactly right. Yeah, B12. Thank you. It is B12. So I knew something about something. I don't know how I remember that, but there you go. But yeah, it's like people keep sending me this video. It's like, did you know that Celsius has 3 times the amount of regular cyanide that you're supposed to be consuming? It's like, really? We're supposed to be consuming cyanide now? Oh my goodness. Who do you think put that out? Could never be somebody who's short the Celsius stock, sell HCELH. Could never be a company that's short them. No, no way, no how. No, it's an honest person that's putting out a warning to all of us. It's totally an honest person. Oh, goodness. And like people are sending that to me and they're like horking down a tub of Pringles and they're like, dude, rips, I'm telling you, that Celsius stuff, man. That's really bad for him. You should stop drinking that stuff. Wait, what did you say? It said 11.9% buy. Anyway. Like crazy. I'm doing just fine. I just hit under 12% body fat. Proud of myself on that one. It's been a 3-week journey. And finally got down to just below 12% body fat. I could gun to get to 10%, but, I don't know. I just feel like it's a lot of work. I'm getting hungry. I have a huge calorie deficit right now. And so I'm going to get back up to just going for lean muscle now. And we'll have to see how that goes. So right now I'm clocking in at 187 and 11.9% body fat. 187. And I was, when I started this, about 205-ish. 205. So I had some body fat to lose. I had some nice body fat there. What foods do you eat in general? We found a great meal prep chef service out here, and it's high protein, low carb. That's it. All real food. I don't do like protein powders and scoops and crap. Like Celsius is the crappiest crap I'll ever have, right? This is the biggest crap I'll ever have. I start my day with black coffee, but Celsius is the worst crap that I'll ever have, But yeah, now I'm 6'1", 187, 11.9% body fat. And now I'm going to try to I think it's next week or the week following that I'm upping my calorie intake by 30 or 40%. But yeah, I love, I eat meats and rice and yams, stuff like that. How do you measure the body fat percentage? I have something called an Omron body fat meter calculator thing, but yeah, there you go. Just finished a 14-day fast, lost 22 pounds. Congratulations there, Abnormal. There you go. Ribs now is a good short. Well, good luck to you for taking it. I'm going to stay off. I'm just hanging here. It's Friday. What about percentage fat? Do you eat XX percentage of fat in your meals? Yeah, I do. Obviously my meals have fat in them, but it's good fats. They're healthy fats. There's such a thing. I know it's crazy, right? Such a thing as healthy fat. But, if you have a meal prep service or a chef that is preparing your meals for you, and you know that they're using good quality ingredients, which of course you can tell, then, it's probably going to work out for you. Eat natural foods. Just eat natural foods, right? Is this just up all day with no pullback? It feels like it, doesn't it? Certainly does. Yeah, I don't have any sugar. That's the big thing. I don't consume any sugar whatsoever. I'm from the camp where I think that most everything that is readily available to you as a consumer is going to hurt you. Nice call out on that short. I think it was George. But I'm from that camp where I heavily believe that, if you look around you, it's not like everybody's a slob, but for the most part, everybody is looking sort of slobbish because I believe that they're putting something, or the genetically modified foods or whatever the case. I believe, and here's some bro science for you. I believe, I do actually eat sardines, believe it or not, 90-bit even. I am from the camp where I believe that it's just straight poison in foods right now. It's terrible. And you go to the grocery store and everything is like these bright, oversaturated packages of poison. And people have it twisted. It's like, do you think that I don't want to chow down on a tub of Pringles or like eat Pop-Tarts or have what are those things? Toaster strudels, or a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Like, you think that wouldn't taste good? It's created in a way that it's going to smash your dopamine receptors and get you addicted to that stuff. Of course I want to have that stuff because it's like, it makes your brain feel good and it's delicious, right? In some sense. I prefer obviously more natural foods rather than crap, but it's like saying, candy of course is going to taste good, but it's all about having discipline and believing in your future, believing in yourself. And that's why it's important to make healthy choices. If you've been addicted to sugar, I certainly believe that it only takes about 10 days to break yourself off of sugar. If you actually go no sugar, and you'd be surprised, there's sugar in everything. If you don't think there's sugar, like I was helping my friends back in the day when I first started doing keto like 8 or 9 years ago. And I don't do keto anymore. I don't do it anymore. But back when I was first doing it, somebody couldn't get into ketosis, right? They couldn't get the keto flu. And I said, what are they doing? They told me, and I said, okay, that doesn't seem bad. And then I went over to their house. They showed me, and they're putting ketchup on things. And it's like, ketchup has tons of carbohydrates. And not only that, it's laced with a bunch of artificial sweeteners and sugars. And especially like processed ketchup, not natural ketchup. It's all sugar, fake garbage sugar. And they were putting that on all of their meals because they're like, I want flavor on my meal. It's like, okay, well, you're having sugar. That's why you're not entering into ketosis there. And there's sugar in everything. But if you break yourself off of sugar, you'll start to realize how good everything tastes. You're blinded by sugar right now, and probably blinded by sodium and salt too. if you cut those things or lower your sodium intake and then completely cut out your sugar intake, you'll be shocked. You'll feel better. You'll have less drag in your life, mental drag. It's a beautiful thing. Just don't have sugar. Yeah, fruit has natural sugars, and that's just fine. But if you're trying to do like something on the keto side, you probably can't do fruit because it'll spike your blood sugar. But yeah, just try to get yourself off sugar. You'd be surprised. Try drinking black coffee in the morning. It ends up getting real sweet when you don't have sugar in your diet. It really does. Yeah, I fast every single day. I usually have my last meal around 2 or 3 p.m. No later than 3 p.m. usually. And then I fast the next day until about 11 or noon. So it's really not that hard. People think it's super hard. It's just not. You get used to it. Bread is terrible for you. If you get store-bought bread, like it's horrible for you. Yeah, 18.6. Yeah, I do 18.6, but I mean, it's actually a little bit more extreme now, but yeah. What's the coffee you drink? The yellow one, Bustelo or Bustelo or whatever it's called. Is it Bustelo? I had a seizure because of no sodium. No, I'm not saying no sodium. I'm just saying lower your sodium. It's most people over sodium, like their sodium intake is super high. What do you like for your cheat meals? What is it? Shake Shack. The burgers at Shake Shack. Delicious. I love Shake Shack. In-N-Out's good too, but I like a good burger. I love a good burger, and it's okay to cheat every now and then again. It's okay, but don't make a cheat meal every day. Cafe Bustelo, Las Llaves, The Keys. I'll check it out. Do you do more cardio-based or lifting-based? I do HIIT training, so high-intensity interval training. So I'm always keeping my heart rate. I'm peaking at 160, but then I'm keeping like my workout resting heart rate is between 110 and 120, which is super high. So like I'm hitting 160 peaks, and then my valleys are like 110, 120. So I'm always in motion. So I've never had the mushroom burger at Shake Shack. I just like the classic. They have a bar. If you want to get like really just out of your mind, you can get this barbecue one. Try to do no barbecue sauce, but like the little crispy onions. I mean, it's a cheat meal, right? It's a cheat meal. Tell us about the World Series of Poker tournament. I think I'm going to go play today or tomorrow. They have a deep stack tournament, or it's like the monster stack tournament. It's a cheap buy-in. It's $1,500. And it's like a 5-day tournament if you make it all the way. I might play that one. We'll see. Coach Dakota says you're bumping those calories up when I get there. Yeah, I mean, that's why you do cutting, is so that you can do some excess calories there. Yeah, HIIT is the best is what I always do, like sprinting. Yep. Hey, thank you there, Freddie. Appreciate you. Is anybody out in Las Vegas? Anybody in chat out in Las Vegas? Could be fun to see some of you folks in the World Series of Poker. Let's see. Where are we at on our likes? Let's do a poll here, folks. Let's do a poll. Will the NQ end the day above or below? Let's say, where are we at? Let's just do 20K even, shall we? Oh, that's 220,000. Whoops. Justin, you live in Vegas? Nice. Let me know if you're ever going to go to the World Series of Poker. Might play some live poker today, too. We'll see. Above, below. Absolutely no clue. There we go. Vote away, folks. Those votes are anonymous. Do I wear sunglasses when you play? No. I actually used to play quite a bit of poker. I have over 20 years of poker experience under my belt. So I've been playing poker for a very, very long time. And I had a stretch of my life where I was doing very, very well with poker. I've won some larger tournaments in poker. And yeah, I love poker. Big fan. I prefer playing live games. Private games are great. Private games when, I don't drink, and you can get people really liquored up, and especially folks that are in the old boys club who want to put in a lot of money, and you just mop the floor with them there. My team Chipotle? No, not at all. Let's see here. Triple witching today. Be careful. Yep, indeed. Triple witching indeed. Ever play with notable players? Yeah, I mean, I'm friends with a couple of them, actually. I've played with a couple of them. I don't know if I want to drop those names or anything, but yeah, buddies with a couple of them. My fan with Brad Owens? Yeah, I'm not a friend of him, but I'm a fan of him. I think he's great. I think he's a good person. He's a very good person. Rounders movie. Yeah, I think Rounders is what between Rounders and what was it, Chris Moneymaker, that's kind of what started the whole poker boom. I used to play a lot of online poker too. I used to play on Ultimate Bet, 2550 Ultimate Bet was crazy. I used to play with a guy named Prahlad Friedman. If we have some real diehard poker fans in here, his name was Spirit Rock on UB, and I used to get into it with him. How many meals a day right now? 2, gonna bump it up to 4 in a week and a half. You do know Spastric. There you go. Dakota was in that movie. I know he was 100%. Cammy. Ever play on full tilt? Yeah, but I never played in the nosebleeds on full tilt ever. I did play like UB was probably like UB and poker, blah, 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 blah. It's Poker Stars, right? Poker Stars was the reddish one. Yeah, I did some good, took down some big tournaments in Poker Stars. I really liked Ultimate Bet though because of the speed. And then finding out that it was completely rigged, but I don't think Prahlad was I would play a lot of heads up with Prahlad back in the day. It was just like big swings. It was fun. 2550 was what I used to, 2550 heads up was what I really enjoyed playing the most. But yeah, big swings in that game. And I don't know who, I mean, I used to track, I was big into like 2+2 and yeah, that was a different time back then. Back in the online poker days before the whatever Black Friday. Have I ever tried a plant-based diet? No, and I like meat, so no shade at anybody who has success doing whatever they're doing. But I know what works for me, and I know what I like. So, yep, I know a lot of these pros. I do. One of my favorite first 2 cards. First one is going to be an ace. The second one is going to be an ace. Those are my favorite first 2 cards. No, yeah, I love that meat. That's funny. You folks are hilarious. Sometimes I don't even realize what I'm saying. Look at that. These shorts are just getting spanked here. I can't believe I was a dumb enough knucklehead to short this thing. What an idiot. Your brother's very good at poker. Yeah, nice. Doesn't AA always get busted? I mean, no. Technically speaking, it's the best starting hand in No Limit Hold'em. Actually, you know what's funny is like I really enjoy like other more actionable games like Pot Limit Omaha. There's No Limit Omaha people play from time to time. Chinese poker. I like games with action. I like side bets. I'm big on prop bets. I like if you've ever played, like, games get pretty loose if you're playing like private games. They get pretty wild. There's a lot of things going on. Stand-up game, 7 deuce. Like, there's a lot of things that happen, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Deuce 7 offsuit as your perfect hand. There you go. Omaha's a great game. Omaha's awesome. Just there's a lot of action. A lot of action. Did you ever go down to Vegas to play it in WSOP Maine? Yes, of course. Of course. Never gotten far. I think I cashed one single time, like $15,000, something like that. Like one single time. I've staked buddies in it, and I've had friends go further. I don't think I've ever seen anybody in the main cash a 6-figure, but yeah, I've staked my ponies, and yeah, I love, it's a great scene. And I'm happy to be down here now. I'm happy to be down here, and it'll be my first tournament this year if I do play today. It's running all weekend, this specific tournament, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. 5-card draw. What about Badoogie, Raz, Stud, 5-card Stud? I mean, there's so many great games of poker. What do I play now? Well, I haven't played since I've been here, but I am now in beautiful Las Vegas. I am about 20 minutes from the Strip. So instead of us having to plan to travel and do all this and, make travel plans and everything and book a jet and do all those things and do all that, now we just jump in a car and 20 minutes later, you're at the Strip. What do I play online? Well, now you can play on WSOP.com. Maybe I'll stream some online poker. I haven't played online poker since Black Friday. Straight up. I literally haven't played online poker since Black Friday. Have you already met with Dakota? Not in person, only online. Got married in Vegas, stayed in Aria. That's awesome. Aria's beautiful. Want to go check out the Fontainebleau? I haven't been there yet. Las Vegas has become the sports capital of the world. Yep, I love sports betting. I've been a huge fan of sports betting. I used to do a lot of sports betting. Your office in Vegas looks exactly as your office at home, and imagine that. Home is Vegas now. WSOP Online is great now with the mystery bounty tournaments. Yeah, I got to check it out. It's one of the things I was sitting there, when we were moving in, I said to my wife, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot you could play online poker here now. I thought it was going to be like everything, but it's only just WSOP.com. I thought you'd be able to do like Poker Stars. I don't think Full Tilt's still around, but I know Poker Stars are still around, I think. But yeah, I'm sure if WSOP is good, then it's good. Vegas is too hot. That's why on the 8th day, God invented air conditioning. Thank goodness. When I watch my brother play, I have to wear earmuffs because the casino is too loud for me. Okay. Well, there you go. Rips, we need you on the Lodge live stream cash games. Yeah, I'll hit up Doug. Philly boy, you here too? Awesome. Thank you for the welcome. Rips, ever go to Old Vegas, Fremont Street? I haven't been in a hot minute, but yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely been down there. My cousin plays for the Aces. You will see her all over the building. Nice. Right on. Apple squeezing? Let's see. Let's have a little gander at Apple, shall we? Apple is... what? Wait. Darren? Are we looking at the same chart? Wait, am I... what's going on here? Hold on. That's why. Hey, but even still, is it? Kind of. It's perking. Yeah, we're gonna... yeah, okay, I see it now. Yeah, we're perking. I didn't have extended trading hours on, and I'm looking at this, I'm like, it's not doing anything. That was funny. Yeah, we are getting a little percocito there in Apple. Really out of the Mag 7, though. I think that Microsoft and Meta are more responsible for what's going on. By the way, NVIDIA no longer the largest market cap in the world, sadly. Isn't it? Isn't that crazy? Can you believe that? One time in Vegas was 99 degrees at midnight. What about Death Valley? It's not too far from Vegas. Death Valley, hottest recorded temperature on Earth, right? Isn't it? Isn't Death Valley the hottest temperature? Maybe it's only in America, only in the Freedom States. Okay, well, there we go. I wasn't crazy. I hear the dry heat in the desert isn't so bad when you get used to it. I lived in the swampy south. The humidity feels like you're boiling sometimes. Yeah, I lived in a very humid area for 6 years. And it's you get used to everything. Your bodies are very good. Our bodies are extremely good at adapting to environments and situations. And I haven't adapted here yet because I've been here for about only 2.5, 3 weeks. This is going to be my 3rd week here. So I'm still adapting. My allergies are still kind of out of control. I just have to pop a little allergy pill. But outside of that, try Egypt in the summer. Yeah, there you go. Any reason why you don't drink? I got over it and I'm older now. I used to drink. I used to party and drink and have a good time and drink and be merry. But there's a time where the benefit goes down and the cost goes up, and you're costing yourself your body, really, and your mind. You're costing yourself your body and your mind, but what are you getting out of that? What's your return on that? And the return kind of goes down and down and down. It's fun when you're younger, but as you get older, I mean, and I'm not trying to be, sour grapes or anything, but, for me, I partied a lot when I was younger, I partied a lot when I was younger. How about for a casual drink? I mean, I can have just as much fun. I don't really need any kind of, I don't need anything like that to be able to have a good time. That's me personally. I have no problem with people who drink, none whatsoever. I have a problem with people who like drink and drive and are out of control and, that kind of thing. But I have no problem having drinks with people. I'll just have a spritzer, soda water or anything. But everybody's different, right? I found that this is my lane to be in. I have nothing against people who drink. Absolutely nothing. Because I used to be quite the I was the complete opposite of a lightweight. I could really throw them back. I would I was an animal. Good times. I like sober ribs, respect. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. I like being sober. It's nice. Your processing power goes up and stays up. I mean, obviously, sometimes you want to relax and unwind. Well, meditate and do some exercise. get the kind of the same effect. At least I do, you know. Brother died of it. I'm sorry to hear that. Rest in peace. Is that where the voice comes from? Which my partying days, the rough voice. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably, possibly. Frank the Tank. I mean, I had good times. I'm not gonna lie. I was an animal. I have plenty of evidence of me being a wild person. I have plenty of great stories there. I'm basically sober. A nice glass of wine with dinner, a beer or two out at a sporting event or hunting trip is all I do these days. Yeah, and that's, again, I have no problem with any kind of, like, there's people who are like, who are, you know, they don't drink anymore and they just, you got to stop drinking. You got to do this. You got to do that. No, live your life the way that it works for you. Seriously. Find out what works for you, because we're all different creatures, right? Find out what works for your life and just do it. Simple as that. Do whatever works for you. Who cares what everybody else is doing? Do what works for you. That's all I can say. You know, and people who like preach a certain, you got to do this, you got to do that. It's like, just chill. Do your own thing. Do whatever works for you. I like feeling healthy. I like the way that I feel. And that's for me. Some people, they like the way they feel with, you know, having a glass of wine or drinking a couple beers. Like, great, fantastic, do it. Yeah, the anti-alcohol people who are always pushing that, like, oh, are you drinking? Like, okay, chill out. Like, can you just go somewhere else? Leave us alone. Did a bourbon cleanse last week. There you go. I mean, I loved drinking wine. I really used to enjoy go out to dinner, get a nice bottle of wine. I had a good palate, you know, for wine. I really enjoyed all certain different types of wine and going out and wine tasting, all that stuff. I really enjoyed that stuff, but you know what? Wasn't for me anymore. Simple as that. Ribs, you ever thought about doing radio? You have a great radio voice. I mean, we're kind of doing that now. This is kind of like new age radio, right? Kind of doing that now. I don't know. Does anybody who's still on the radio? I guess there are still some people, right? You're listening to Weasel and the D's Nuts. Remember those radio shows back in the day? Like, they always had the wackiest names for those morning radio shows. Does Howard Stern still do his program? I haven't really listened to him lately. I used to listen to him. I'm sure that this will upset a lot of people. I used to listen to a lot of Rush. I'm sure that people hate that. Rest in peace. Jack with a splash of Coke and a pint glass was my go-to. I used to, oh man, the things I used to drink, just crazy. Former bass player is a marathon addict. He loves it. His eyes get all glazy when he talks about it. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of Rush the band. Yeah, we'll say that. I saw Rush in London a few years back. Still awesome, funny dudes too. Different Rush. There's two different types of Rush, but I love them both. I'll say that. Love them both. I love them both. We'll leave it there. I don't want to get too controversial. D-Gen, if you had a bar mat shot, what about a shoey? Ever had a shoey? Work for radio from time to time. My first thought when I spoke to Ribs here for the first time, great radio voice. Thank you, Stefan. Howard out here still scared to death. All right, whatever. I don't want to get into that kind of stuff. It's too controversial. Chewies, yeah. Weren't those birthed down under in like New Zealand and Australia? I feel like that's where those came from, right? Ribs does not have a face for radio. That's why we do both here. This is why we do both. Can't be friends with people who do shoeys. Well, thankfully, I've never done a shoey, right? Never done one. Never, ever. Never done anything crazy like that. Yep, down from your parts. Are you Aussie or are you from New Zealand? Are you Kiwi or are you Aussie? Start the Ribs Rogan podcast. You know what's funny is I'm actually building on that wing of the property. I'm building a podcast studio right now. So maybe something will be coming. We'll see what happens with it. You have a great strip club, DJ. Everybody, welcome to coming up next, it's Candy coming to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, get those dollar bills ready. Oh, that's bad. The whole Top Step family is here. It is, I love it. Oh, goodness. Gentlemen in the back, get those nickels ready. It looks like a hailstorm is coming on. Oh, goodness. Rips, you talk like Tucker. I feel like if you liked Rush and you listen to the Tux podcast as well. Yeah, you know. I don't want to get too controversial on here. I think inflation made it more like 10s and 20s, but haven't been in 20 years. Yeah, you know what? Believe it or not, I've never been a fan of strip clubs. That's not my thing. I've never, honestly, never, ever really been a big fan. I've been, obviously, you know, you're a guy, you go a couple times, but I've never been a fan. Never been a fan. Ever. Never. It's just never been my thing. And I know there's probably like a lot of dudes in here like, oh, that's lame. But yeah, never been my thing. Never been my thing. But yeah, never, like, it's even when I was like younger, like I remember like when you're younger, your first time you ever get to go, it's like that rite of passage thing. And it's like, yeah, I was always like, not my thing. Not my thing. His wife is next door. I'm not even kidding though. I'm serious. Like it's never been my thing. I've just never really enjoyed it. Never, ever. I'm always like, I'm the limited exposure that I've had to those places. I'm always like, no dance, but I'm happy to talk to you. I'm happy to talk. Well, your buddy bought the champagne there. No, happy to just talk to you here. Like, just give me your life story. Let's start there. I'm happy to do that. Let's just do that instead. That's my MO. That's usually what I revert to. Market stalker. John. Oh, goodness. I love listening to their made-up life stories. We are perking up here in the markets, by the way. I know that it's Friday. I mean, sometimes I just like having conversations on here. I mean, we made a couple bucks. Who cares, right? What do you do with your hands? Where do you look? It's never like that. I just, you don't enjoy it. There's certain things that certain people don't enjoy, right? Some people don't enjoy gambling. Some people don't enjoy smoking. Some people don't enjoy boozing. Some people don't enjoy strip clubs. It's just whatever. So Vegas strip club. I'll take you to one, Dakota, but I'll probably drop you off. It's a tax write-off. Yeah, there you go. I'll go drop you off, Dakota. Pick you up. You have a big smile on your face. Certainly not shy. No, I'm the opposite of shy. I'm usually the loudest person in the room. That's usually me. Some people enjoy smoking, boozing, and yeah, some people enjoy the trifecta. Oh, goodness. I think these days we've seen as much TNA on Instagram. Well, now it's Twitter. Sometimes I'm scrolling on Twitter and it's like, what is this? Random chocolate starfish in my in my face right now. I'm just trying to scroll and look at some markets here. And it's like, it's like once a month they try to see. They're like, oh, would you want to see this? And I'm like, nope. I'm scrolling here. Get out of my way. It's weird. We live in a weird time because it's like, if you have kids, it's like, if I was a kid, that'd be a weird time to grow up in. Like you're scrolling on Twitter and it's like, here's some boobies, Like, we used to have to search for those things. They weren't readily available. Well, back in my day, we had to do there's like Channel 99. I know do they even have channels anymore? Channel 99, that was the stuff. Channel 99, that's, you try move the twist the cable. You try to you try to get it just right. Oh, I think I saw a nipple. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. BET Uncut. There you go. Oh yeah. Yeah. What was it, like Taxi Cab Confessions on HBO? They had a bunch of funky shows, like, you know, the parents are asleep. Let's sneak out of bed and try to get some scrambled stuff there. There it was. Yeah, Channel 99. That was the stuff. And yeah, I mean, didn't they have like, oh man, crazy times back then. Crazy times. Also calling the 1-900 numbers. Different times back then. It's crazy how accessible it is these days, and it's all free, right? We used to have a bunch of Playboys at the tree fort down at the park. That's what we used to have. We'd have a bunch of the magazines all in our boys' fort. That was the jam. Down there at the park, we built a huge fort, and it was awesome. I don't know if it was a park. It was more like a creek. Probably a sewage runoff. I don't know if it was much of a park, but yeah, I'd keep all the magazines down there. And then one would go missing. Hey, who took that? It is different times now. It is such different times there. That's why all young people are addicted to porn and have low T and ED. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Thoughts on PMI today? Well, I think that it could definitely give us a move, but I think more of the market's going to be respecting the triple witching stuff, the options expiry. So we'll see what happens here off the open. We'll wait for the PMI print together. It's going to be PMI print is coming in 30 minutes here. Open comes in 15 minutes. Had a stash under a bridge? Yeah. Nick, could be the microplastics. You never know, right? You never know. Cody. Oh, goodness. Parents used to write you a note to go to the convenience store to buy cigarettes, alcohol when you were 5. Yeah, don't worry. This isn't for little Johnny. It's for Dad. What are you looking for you to take your next trade? I want to have some consistent movement in the market. Right now, we're pushing back up to this area right here, which is a comfortable spot for the market, but I don't know if we're going to break out or not. And if we scroll back a little bit, we have room all the way up to the upside, up to here. But yeah, we're kind of at the midpoint of liquidity here, point of control, if we're looking in this viewport right now. Microplastics, food additives, sugar, internet, brain rot, we're all doomed. Yeah, I feel bad for the youth now. It's just not the same. Do kids even play outside anymore? I don't know. And I don't mean to sound like an old man shouting at a cloud, but I don't know. Do kids even do that anymore? I'm not even sure about that. Oh, man. Probably play outside in Roblox. Yeah, I really do feel bad for kids. I'm not kidding either. I really do feel bad for kids because it's like, I mean, I feel like kids don't make eye contact anymore. Anybody else notice that? Kids literally don't know how to make eye contact anymore, which is so weird to me. Like they're like looking like, hey, mister. It's so weird. It's so weird to me. I don't get it. The whole like looking like down, like what is wrong with you? Maybe that's just people that I see. They want to look at me. My kids played outside. Youngest just turned 18. Moved them to Alaska for their teenage years. Nice. There you go. Kids are just shy. I don't know. Eye contact. It's a normal thing. Sat in front of screens most of the time. I think it's the screen effect, right? They're so used to staring down at their phones. I can't stand it. If you go out to dinner, you see kids on phones or iPads, like, whoa, what are you doing? Talk to your kids. They want to, I mean, you made them. Talk to them. Do something with them. Here, have an iPad. Shut up. I don't like that. Not a big fan. Panama, they play soccer with no shoes. That's great. Love that. They have no interactions with people. Yeah. Crazy, right? They don't have normal conversations. Let me text it to you. God bless you, Brian. Son doesn't do that, never allowed that. God bless you. Social media rots their brain, bad parenting. Yeah. Yeah, I have some friends who are of that class of lazy parents where they are from that camp where they just, here, have an iPad. It's like your kid is not even one yet. Yeah, learn early. Kids out hiking and fishing often, thank God. There you go. God bless you, Stumps. There you go. Never blame the dog, blame the dog trainer. Exactly. You said it, Tommy. You said it. Don't let FYP raise your kids. What's FYP? FYP. For your something? For your something. For you page. Oh, yeah, that's right. For you page. Thank you. See, I hate social media. I'll be honest. I'm not a big fan of social media. I rarely ever go on social media. I don't have any like personal social media. I only have branded social media. So all my RIP stuff, that's the only social media I have. I hate personal social media. I have friends that are my age that still go on Facebook. I mean, I shut down my Facebook in like 2010. That's the last time I had Facebook was like 14 years ago. My God. So I don't know a lot of the stuff that I missed on social media. Obviously, like I'm on Twitter, right? So that's my form of social media. But yeah. What's your real name, Rips? It's Ripley McLesterson. We always eat dinner together and no phones at the table. Nice. That's the way to do it, Micah. My 5-year-old has learned how to day trade watching Market Clubhouse on his iPad. There you go, Jimmy. Nice. Social media should only be a promotional tool. Yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. It's a little, I don't know. It's a lot of work to do social media. I have a social media manager that handles a lot of my stuff, and I have video editors and all that stuff, but yeah. Say you don't want to get doxxed. What's that mean? I don't know. I have no idea. Use Facebook like a phone book for looking up people I used to know if I want to get in touch, but otherwise pointless. Yeah. I mean, I missed that whole boat. I just got off early. Left social years ago. I had a personal incident, just abandoned it a few years ago. Have my tiny Twitter account to top to like 6 people. I use YouTube. That's all for now. Yeah. I mean, they made it in a way where, I mean, I get, you know, you could consider texting a form of social media, I guess, right? Kind of. Group chats, that kind of thing. All right, we are 7 minutes away from the open here. 7 short minutes. Getting away from social used to have multiple businesses attached to it. Yeah, I think a lot of people. I mean, I think kids are addicted to social media, so they're not going anywhere. But I think a lot of, older people are kind of hanging it up for social media. Yeah, they did make it addictive. That's the whole purpose of it, right? Make sure that it fires those dopamine receptors. My Insta follow is one person. You, hey, good follow. Like that. Good for you, Tuesday Trader. That's a good follow right there. Hope we get better price action after the open. I think we will, especially with that PMI print. I think the market's waiting on that. We'll see. Keep scrolling so we can get those ads coming in. That's right. That's what they do. Trying to pass surge and general warnings for social media. I read an article somewhere a couple days ago. Interesting. I mean, I don't think it'll do anything. I really don't think it'll do anything. Passed my first 50K combine yesterday. Let's go, Chris. Way to go, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Give it up for Chris. That's awesome. Congrats, buddy. When those creators of the social media platforms don't let their kids use it, it should tell you something. Yeah, exactly. Does Zuck not let his kids use it? How old are Zuck's kids now? Coach Dakota says, I heard I got offer 1 million. Nice. There you go. Get him. Get him, Coach Dakota. Heard Top Step is dropping some news next week. You may have heard correctly. Yeah, I mean, if people believe that offer, they're crazy. That's just a waste of time. Numbers go down, yapping goes up. Somebody notice me for something. Please notice me. Just a waste of time. I use Facebook to play Angry Birds. I remember Angry Birds when that first came out. Last 1,000 is my hump. Any advice on Combine? Open up a new one and trade that instead. That was your injection of volatility, liquidity at 925. There's no news on that. It's just your injection of liquidity. It's going to happen. That's how that works. I agree with you, Trump trades futures. I agree with you 100%. It's like just a little chihuahua yapping. Okay. All right. This is a colossal waste of time. If they ever got interested or interesting, I'd pay attention, but just so boring. So bland and boring and just the surface level, just so bland and boring. Mostly a crude trader didn't know about this. Well, there's index futures. That's the wave there. The market stalker. You're funny. Notice me. My numbers are going down. Wah! Nobody wants to watch me anymore. If he keeps buying stuff, maybe he'll get interesting. He won't. It's funny though. We just keep poking at him and he just keeps buying stuff. It's hilarious. Just keep calling him poor and he keeps buying stuff. Well, maybe if I buy this, people will like me. This is what happens when you've been picked on your whole life and never been accepted in any social circles in your life. You finally get a little bit of money. Finally, first time in your life, you get a little bit of money. What do? You try to buy adoration from people. Sad, empty hole you're never going to fill. Sad life. But on that note, get a bigger boat. That thing is freaking tiny. Get a bigger boat, man. That thing is so tiny. Oh, man. Get your money up, dog. Get your money up. Get your money up, dog. Shouldn't be crowded when there's 6 people on it. Get your money up, homie. All right. We are about 2 minutes away from the bell here. We're about 2 minutes away from the bell here. It's embarrassing. All right, 2 minutes here from the open. 2 minutes. We got some Brazilian data on the open. It's not going to affect the U.S. markets, but let's see. Rips up $40 for passing another combine. Any recommendations? I would say, again, get a different combine and trade that thing. Carl, you said it, not me. Yeah, that's usually what happened with everybody, Astronerd. That's usually how it was. It's just the de facto person. There was nobody else, so. And that's why all the numbers went down. All right, coming down here to the 25s. I do want to see whether or not we will kind of break out of this little range that we've been in. 12s up to the 38s. If we break out of this range, maybe take a trade. Maybe not. Oh, DJ, you figured that which rush we were talking about? Yeah. That's a good thing, Potamus. I wish I could trade brains with you, and you're in a better spot, trust me. Keep it that way. All right, we are just about to open here. About 30 seconds now until the open here. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. See if we have anything worth trading here. This is the only trade that I've taken all day. That's it. Just that right there. Yeah, good luck to everybody. Good luck. And again, if we get those likes up, I'm telling you, do a little giveaway here. Markets are opening in 5 seconds here. 5 seconds. 5 seconds, folks. 5 seconds. Here we go. Holy smokes. Look at that. Cratering. Holy smokes. Yeah, my rhythmic's frozen. Wowzers. A little bit of lag there on rhythmic. That was the gnarliest sell-off off the open I've seen in a hot minute. 30 handles straight down, just about. Jeez Louise. Can we Gronk spike this down below these 80s? I mean, they're selling the crap out of this thing, right? Can we Gronk spike this? Let's see. How high do we perk here? A little bit of a pullback. There's your Gronk spike. A little bounce back up from 87 back to almost 20,007. What a move. Wowzers. What an insane move that was. Still going a little bit to the sell side here. I'm going to try a short. Just a little bit to the sell side. See if I can add here at the 5s, adding. See if we can get this flush below 87 now. I know this is at the lower end of the liquidity band, but I like this style of trade here. See if we can get this flush below 87. There's some liquidity building at 92 that we have to watch for as well. Watching. The longer it holds here, the less I like the trade. We really have to get through this player at 92. Let's see here. Still kind of holding. Okay, adding right here for this flush of 92. Oop, oh, they almost took it out. A little tricky here. Almost got that flush of 92, which is what I was looking for. Almost. Stopped out there. Almost got the flush of 92. It's a riskier play, but I like taking it there. All right, watching here at these VWAP's up at 20. See if we can try a little recapture that. NVIDIA did perk up a little bit there. Let's watch here at these 20s. Have a little gander here. 20s are looking a little bit juicy. Watching here right at these 20s. Gronk was a beast in college. Total party animal, yeah. We're still holding right underneath these 20s. I'm going to try a little bit of long for these breakout of 20s now. Watching here. This is, again, the same type of situation that we were at the lows. So I'm trying to play the breakout of the breakdown, right? We're right at the breakout area. And we're going to get rejected off that too. All right. Back-to-back losers on this one. So again, trying to play the breakout, breakdown strategy here. Right now, rejecting at both ends of the liquidity bands, which we are kind of fiddling in the middle. But I think we will come out of this side victorious if we can catch the timing on this. I'm looking for a push back into the 10s here. Watching. And are we going to push back into these 10s? Okay, harsh rejection from those 10s. I'm going to add into that there. Short. Watching for this flush down right below 20,000. Looking for 92s to trade out once more and get this flush to the downside. Watching. Looking for this 92 pull. Watching. Same type of thing that we're running into on the downside. We're getting right back up to the upside here. Yeah, playing both ends of the liquidity band, getting smoked here. Unfortunately. Yeah, again, looking for breakdowns and breakouts of that level. Right now, we're literally painting in between those two bands of liquidity here. I thought for sure that we'd tuck below those 92s just for a second there. I thought for sure. But hey, you live and you learn, right? All right, let's see if we get this rejection out, these 20s again. This is a trade that I want to Try to re-pop on here. Look at this. This is the liquidity band that we're kind of, we're literally creating this perfect barcoding of liquidity here. Literally perfect. All right, let's see here. Watching at these 20s once more. See if we can actually get this breakout trade. Retesting these 20s, going to try a long here. And if we have that huge perk up and we hold that perk, we can be painting up all the way through these 30s. So that's where my ad would be if we actually get that. And this is the regular style that I usually trade, is looking for these types of breakouts. So if I get stopped out here again, probably just lock it up, call it a day. Because we're literally just getting rinsed back and forth in this range. Let's see if we can actually get that push back above these 20s here. Watching for this push right there, back above 20. See if we can get this snap and hold now. Gonna close it. All right. Unfortunately, not getting that breakout. Let's see what happens for the, I'm curious to see what happens for the print here on PMI. Yeah, it's crazy. Looking for that breakout there and just not getting it. Really trying to size into that breakout there. Yeah, we're just literally, look at this. We're literally barcoding right here. That's it. Just literally barcoding. Back and forth and back and forth. That's it. Up a whole 51 bucks this morning. There you go. Triple witch chop. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. I mean, that's insane. Like I mean, how many bars in that? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 bars in a row, going for 7 bars here. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I thought for sure, though, we'd get at least one little break of that area. Unfortunately, we didn't. Yeah, definitely insane, crazy chop here. So back down to 20,000. Let's see if we actually get that break of 92 to the downside there. I'm curious if now we actually get that pull. So watching here at 92, do we actually get that pull for the first time? And then watch, it'll be a fake out. 92 will probably trade down to 81, and then we'll get... It's not low liquidity. It's just that we're just literally chopping between these bands of liquidity here. That's it. I wouldn't call this low liquidity yet. We're just chopping. Got drowned by the tide coming in and out. Thought you could serve it. Yeah, same here. How's Nvidia doing? It's chopping. Same thing. It's chopping between 127 and change and 128. It's just chopping. Range bound doesn't have to be low liquidity. Exactly right. Yeah. This is what, if you're a breakout trader and you're looking for breakouts and breakdowns, this can be the bane of your existence here. Like 92s, this is where I'm looking for that flush. Let's see if it actually comes this time. See, I'm not crazy. Rhythmic top step was not working, but my kinetic is fine. No, Rhythmic was working fine for me. Yeah, there's that flush. The downside. Yeah, just a little bit too early on that trade idea. There's your flush. And I would have covered right there into those 87s because that's our level that we're watching. Dang it, just a little bit too early on that one. Up 5K trading the range. Nice work there, Xander. Way to go. Nice job. Yeah, there's the flush we're looking for. Unfortunate. Oh, well. Some days you get it, some days you don't. Let's see what happens with this PMI print. We're coming in about 5.5 minutes here until the PMI print. Why does today feel like a Tuesday? I don't know. It feels like a Friday to me. I'm ready to lock it up and be done for the day. I'll tell you what. Go play some poker. That's probably why I was just rushing trades too. I'm just thinking about playing poker right now. It's one of those days where it's like, you don't really give a flip about trading. You ever have one of those days where you're just kind of like, I don't really care. Not a fan of rollover week. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely choppy. We are playing in these bands here. Yeah, it's like, it's just one of those days where you wake up and you're just like, whatever. Take it or leave it. Couldn't care less. All right, so the home sales data is coming out alongside all of the PMI data as well. For existing home sales, we are expecting 4.1 million. The prior was 4.14, so we're expecting a little bit of a drop in that. And median home price at 407,000 was what we saw in April. May leading index is expected to be negative 0.3, so higher than the prior negative 0.6. That's what we're expecting to see there. For the PMI, 51.0 versus a 51.3 prior read. So coming out in 4 minutes. It's opening within regular trading hours, accepted value, and also yesterday was overlapping with a 1706 value area. Likely a sticky opening with potentially two-sided rotation day if the open doesn't take off. Yeah, we were just early to those trades and we were just pushing it really, really heavy there. That's it. Up $400 and locked it up. Very nice. Nice job. John, are you a fan of rollover week now? Did you make some good money this morning? Oh, not. Oh, okay, I see that. You're not a fan. Not a fan, no. Is gold dumping? Let's see. Let's take a look at gold here. Oh, yeah, gold is rolling over a touch there. Yeah, wow, look at this market. Just snapping all over the place. Look at the NQ, just had a nice little snap to the downside. This is just some gross, choppy opening stuff right here. If we break down below 947s, then we could begin heading down to visit 900s and 850s and 760s, but the quad witching environment will make it difficult for us to trade the moves. Well, after this PMI comes out, I think that will give a lot of relaxation on the pressure there. I think that's what's going to happen. What time is it? It's only 9:42 right now, Eastern time. Which gives me plenty of time to get down to the old horseshoe. I'm excited for that. It's the first time that I've played in the World Series of Poker this year. So very, very excited to get down there. The print is in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 hot minutes. And let's see what happens. 2 hot minutes here until the print. Thanks, Bullshard. Stubbs, you used to live in Summerlin. Beautiful area, right? Yeah, it's Friday. It is Friday. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm really just locking it up. Not trading anymore for the rest of the day. Yeah, it is gorgeous. Hey, what's up, Sarl? How you doing? Feel like the pain trade would be a flush of the lows and a rally for the rest of the day. I agree. I'm with you on that one, Debo. That's what I think, too. That's what we're trying to time there on the open, but unfortunately, we just didn't get our timing right on that. So down there at 980. And little flush, little baby flush. We are still 1 minute out from the news. 1 minute out. Yeah, look at that. Oh, goodness. I wish I had that short. Oh. What a shame. Oh, no. We missed it. El Toro, you're at the Hard Rock. You know that isn't the new Hard Rock going to be taking the place of the Mirage? Mirage used to be great. Mirage is in the movie Vegas Vacation. That was a classic movie. Good old Nick Papa Giorgio. Yeah, that's right. So new Hard Rock. Where's is the old Hard Rock in the same spot where they used to do Rehab? That pool party. Good stuff. It's a classic movie. Yeah, there you go. Nick Papa Giorgio from Yuma. Classic. Yeah, giant guitar on the strip. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be an eyesore for the win in the encore. Staring right at it. You know what's funny is that the Mirage was Steve Wynn's first like thematic hotel. I guess you could say that Nugget was, but whatever. All right, 51.7, it's above the 51.0. So, I mean, I feel like the market should dip on that, but who knows, right? The market should dip up on that. Or I'm sorry, dip down on that, not dip up. Yeah, I mean, this is crap, in my opinion. This is crap. Yeah, not great, not congruent on anything. I feel like the market should be cratering on that print, and it's just not yet. Well, there we go. Now there we go. A little bit. Yeah, it's like these little perks. You don't know when to trust them because, like, is it going to perk all the way back to 20,000? So it's incredibly difficult to be holding a short because it's hard to trust these perks here. It is lower liquidity now in the offer. So 3 in a row. I owe you a beer. Ribs just made 400 on the gold flush. Nice. There you go. You passed another combine. Nice work there, Run DMC. Yeah, when we do a Vegas meetup, maybe you can come on down. Gonna have a dang seizure watching that candle. Yeah, you and me both. Wish I could have traded my activated. What'd you trade, Nassif? All right, I'll give you folks. Let's give you folks another minute and a half here. Another minute and a half. We want to give away a free Top Step Combine. Another minute and a half. Limit up and locked out on 9 combines. There you go. That's nice. That's the good stuff right there. I love to see it. I do. Yep, Dakota made 34 G's last night and then another 160. So he's up about 200K. Yeah, coming on down here. All right, 30 more seconds, folks, till we get those likes up. 30 more seconds. Can we do it? Can we do it is the question. Can we make it happen? And so close, so very close. All right, well, we're gonna keep streaming in the Discord. I'm locking it up here. We are down. Let's go over to the board. We're down $3,883.36. We're gonna be ending our Friday on that note. Down in some combines here. No big deal. Just some combines. We'll probably be trading funded next week. We'll see. Depends on the temperature of everything. But hopefully you folks have a great weekend out there. And if you're down in Vegas, maybe I'll see you at the World Series of Poker. And I will see you back here on Monday. Make sure I see you here at 8 a.m. Eastern time, folks. Take care, and I'll see you back. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Don't party too hard. All right? I'm going to be watching you. Don't party too hard. And I'll see you back here on Monday. Take care.